Welcome to ATB-TV. We're here at the Woodford Races at Warrnambool, post Boxing Day, and I could swear we're at the Gold Coast Magic Million Sales in January. Pete, she's very hot and sticky here.
Mate, for sure, it's got to be the Gold Coast. It is humid as, it's raining, about 24 degrees, humidity sky high.
We spent a lot of money on our background, Pete, because we're hiding a little marquee here, because it is raining and gee, the humidity must be close to 100%.
Absolutely.
Honestly, it's like Gold Coast in January.
It is, but terrific day at Woodford.
Yeah,
there's
big crowd.
A lot of people, yeah,
big crowd, and we've had a winner, so we'll get back to that.
Yep.
Well, let's go back through the runners.
Bit of a topsy-turvy weekend we've just had, Darren. Santa Claus was good to us. But,
how was Christmas, Pete?
Good for me, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Plenty of food and plenty of drink, just what a bloke like me needs. It's famishing.
Thank God it was hot, because I couldn't eat.
Runners-wise, we didn't really hit the target. We had some good runs, some disappointing runs. We'll go back to Propensity. You went to Kyneton, and she ran an improved race for third.
Seems like a week ago.
Almost.
Seems like a week ago.
What is today? Tuesday. 4 days ago, Darren. It feels like longer.
Yeah, well, she ran a really good run, second up from the spell. Ran like we hoped she would.
Yeah.
Hit the line really good. They said the winner's Saturday City class, the place getters midweek.
Yep.
And she's a maiden, so you know, look out for her, the little grey flash in next start.
And Brad mentioned that she gets out in, trip, not a long way out trip, but she'll be better again, so that was promising going forward. We nearly nailed a winner at Cranbourne.
I'm glad I didn't go. Last race at Cranbourne on Friday night, wasn't it?
And he looked hard.
Looked the winner. I'm sure Neville and the boys were out of their seat.
You weighed it down, Neville. Got out too early, the early crow.
Just got beat on the line, but you can see that horse had the run behind it and just picked it up. But Dean said he just floated late to the line, but Darren's got him back on track and it won't be long, and Broadway and first will be winning the race.
Yeah, well, he's come back in really good nick, so yeah, we're not too far away. Saturday,
sad day at Sandown.
Yogi.
We had 3 good chances on Saturday. It was just a waste of time. It was a disaster. Well, it wasn't a complete disaster.
Not completely, but
didn't go to plan, Pete.
Did not. The one that we probably had least expected probably ran the best race.
Where do you want to start?
We'll start with Yogi. We'll get the crap out of the road first.
2400. I was always a little bit worried about 2400 with that horse off a soft 2000. And look, he either needs blinkers or the track was too hard, I'm not sure, but he's going to the paddock, Yogi, so we all done our dough, and we'll just have to wait till next prep. But I'm sure he needs to cut out of the ground, and I'm sure next start he'll be probably, Darren will have him tuned up different.
We certainly see the ability that he's got.
We do.
Here's a couple of shifty blokes.
Edit.
Shifty blokes.
We'll go interstate to Ware Shore at Sydney. Ran last, beaten about 3 lengths, but probably was never in the race.
No, well, to me, got back as usual, and then Blake Shin elected to go the rail. Don't know why they do that, and then to me he got disappointed for a run, and then he just whacked away, and he wasn't fit. They said that before the race, that he was going to probably knock up and need everything to go his way. But anyway, look, we're going to nominate for Magics, and you know, we'll head that way in January.
She's our star. She was the star of the day.
She got beat by a very good horse, Pete.
And quick time, Darren.
Yeah, they nearly broke the track record there, and that's unbelievable for 2-year-olds. But she's run third. It probably gives her enough money to be borderline to get into the Magic. So now we just got to wait. Sitting on 14 at the moment. There's a couple more 2-year-olds to go, so she's going to be borderline. They run 16.
Yeah.
But mate, I think there'll be a couple there that probably go by the wayside between now and then. So
there's a good hope of that with the 2-year-olds.
We just got to wait and see. But look, she was outstanding. She's got good improvement from that, and she looked like a horse now that probably just looking for the 1200, which is going to suit in that big race. But let's fingers crossed we get a start, and then on the day anything can happen.
Exactly. As we mentioned before, we've had a winner here, and it was good to see High Largo back in her 3-year-old form with a tough win today.
She looked great in the yard.
Absolutely.
And good ride by Dean, because she was hanging in a bit, and you had to get the whip through to the left hand and straighten her up and give her a couple. And she only just got there, but it's good to get that second win on the board. And we really, she's Group 3 placed, hasn't won in town. So it'd be nice now if we could just flick a city race somewhere over summer.
Yep.
And then she's a very valuable mare, and she's more than paid away.
I think too, merited the win. We looked at a couple of races after. Not a lot of horses were coming from a long way back. I know it was a
5 miles a corner, wasn't it?
And she travelled into the race, and she hit the line.
She won like a nice horse.
Yep. We had Royal Fantasy on the back of Jack Hill's advice to go around again. Travelled nice in the race, probably looked to hope at the 500, but
just couldn't finish off.
No.
Just one batted to the line, so she'll go for a break. Probably been in work 11 months.
Yeah.
So anyway, she'll go out now and we'll start again. But yeah, that wraps it up. So a nice win by High Largo today. So congratulations to everyone there.
We got over a hurdle, Darren.
What was that?
The 20th winner.
The 20th, yeah.
I think we were yarking about a month ago.
I think we had almost 3 weeks of outs, didn't we? And a lot of good chances that ran second, third and nowhere. So thank God that's over. And a lot of runners coming up. But we had big news during the week, Pete.
We did so.
Take a look at this.
Melbourne Cup winning jockey Michelle Payne hopes to use her success to get more women involved in racing. And as she considers a future out of the saddle, her biggest supporter, brother Stevie, will be by her side.
2016 has been a roller coaster for Michelle Payne. She had a brush with death after a nasty fall in Mildura.
It was a very life-changing experience. It's changed my view a little bit as well, as to really enjoy life and make the most of it while you can.
Then it was thought she may retire after losing her ride on Prince of Penzance, the horse she made history with, winning the 2015 Melbourne Cup. Now she admits her riding days are coming to an end.
That's not too far away. Obviously, it's a very dangerous sport and I've had my fair share of falls and I don't really want to push my luck.
As part of her transition into retirement, she'll reduce her rides, focus on her training and begin an initiative to get more females into the business end of racing. She and Racehorse syndicator Darren Dance will be inviting women-only syndicates to own their horses.
Go and find an international horse, have Michelle train it, ride it and owned by 300 women.
Show that it is an affordable experience and something that you can have a lot of fun with.
Michelle is going to leave her stables in the capable hands of her brother Stevie and head overseas mid-next year, where she hopes to find a horse to bring back here to both train and ride in the 2017 Melbourne Cup. And if there's any doubt she can make history again by being the first person to both train and ride a Melbourne Cup winner, just ask Stevie how she'll go.
Yeah, why not? Give it a go. Give it in the family.
Right, so ladies, it's your turn to get involved. Forget about the husbands, they're sneaking off buying horses behind your back. So now it's your turn to invest. Get on board with women in racing and women's racing with ATB and Michelle Payne. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
And a fair slice of those horses has already gone, Darren. The McPhee and the Mastercraft.
Yeah, we got 50% in both to go. And ladies, you can get involved for as little as a 1% share. So get on the phone to Liz, get involved, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this project over the coming years. And it was great to see Michelle ride a stakes winner at Caulfield on Sunday and Lucky Liberty. She's in form and she's very excited about it.
No, that's right. And yeah, like you said, for anywhere from 800 to 1200, you can have 1%. Training fees on that's about $30 a month, so it's a good cheap way to get involved.
Anyone can be involved, and there's going to be a raft of social activity going on with this, and it's going to be a massive project and a lot of fun along the way.
Exactly.
Now, Pete, tell us about New Year's Eve. What's going on with you?
Oh, I might head to Moonee Valley, where we've got our exciting filly with Hayes, Millinery. That's our next known runner. We obviously have a lot nominated, and acceptances won't be for a couple of days with a lot of those over the New Year time.
So Millinery, how's she going to go?
I reckon around the corner. I think a 1400 metre race.
I should know better than to ask him. My New Year's resolution is never let Pete tip a horse.
Well, I was just giving you a summary. I don't know if I was going to tip it.
I say
she's got to run well.
She's got to win on the last.
She's got to run well.
I don't want to draw 14, don't want to draw 1.
Just rewind to last week's Broadway at first. Close. Close.
Yeah, well, what do you tip?
I wasn't allowed to.
No.
I don't know if I did tip.
I think I've been ahead.
I might have mentioned We're Sure.
We're Sure.
All right.
New Year's resolution?
Don't tip anymore. No, I'm on the... trying to shed a few kilos, Darren. After carrying that spud bag today for about a kilometre.
It was probably good we only won one race. If you could have seen Pete getting up there with a bag of spuds, he didn't want to win another one and get up there a second time.
Good old Woodford Club. The winners get 10 kilos of spuds. He carried the little dolly bag of something in it and I carried the spuds. So there you go.
Yeah. What's that tell you? I'm the boss. Well, Happy New Year to everyone.
Yep.
Hope you all have a great New Year's, and I'm going to hand over to Pete who's going to run you through the upcoming runners.
Alright, thanks Darren. Just before I get right into them, I may have mentioned there previously Millinery, it was a 1400 metre race at the Valley. It's actually 1200. Confirmation of rider is Michael Walker, barrier 11, which is a little bit tricky, but look, she's obviously raced well, as we've mentioned earlier, and she has any luck from that gate. She should be right in the finish. Also on that day, we have a Basso kicking off with Lou Luciano, obviously transfer of trainership from Jim Taylor over. 1500 metres, barrier 10, Jared Noski. Noski, one of the better riders over there, probably behind William Pike. So definitely positives there. May have seen in the one of Lou's messages there during the week that he studied a Basso's tapes and certainly knows or seen how the horse has been ridden before to produce his best. So let's hope they get that right. I think he's pretty happy with the way the horse has come along. So good luck to all you guys in a Basso. Let's hope we can see some positive results for a change there. New Year's Day, we've got 5 runners. We've got 3 at Flemington and 2 at Mornington. I'll be heading down to Flemington. We kick off with Tayo in a 2,000 metre race. Bo Merton rides. Carries 60 kilos. I think he gives between 3.5 and 6 kilos to most of the field. So it's a tough task, but he's a really hard horse to place now on his best form. Prior to the Ballarat Cup run, obviously he'd won the Kyneton Cup and ran really well at Moonee Valley. So if he can get back to that form, and with the claim and a little bit of luck, he gets a nice gate in barrier 2. Hopefully he can be in and around the money. We'd obviously love him to win, but he certainly has a task. I think the Weir stable has 4 other runners, and there's a couple there that are down in the weights, especially Master Zephyr with a claim and High Church, which is aiming to go to the Magic Millions. Their horses in form with a bit of a weight relief on our boy. But look, he's a nice fella. Hopefully, like I said, from the gate he gets a good run and we can see him in and around the finish. The following race we have Silver Stratum. I think we may have mentioned that we're trying to go, or wanting to go to probably a 2,000 metre race at the Valley, but elected not to nominate there, and as it turned out he wouldn't have got a run in the benchmark 78. Darren Weir is still keen to keep him around the 1600, especially on the bigger tracks. We just hope we get a little bit of rain. There's a bit forecast because Flemington can get awfully hard and has probably at its last 2 meetings. But with a little bit of rain around, and even if it can hang around to that good 4 range, 5 obviously be ideal. We're an earlier race, which gives us a chance to keep it at that range. And look, he ran terrific obviously at the Valley, got back on a race that suited up front runners and or on pace runners, and he got home. He ran his last 800 and 600 the quickest of any other runner, and I think the last 200 he was second quickest. So he was getting to the line. He's beaten about 4 lengths. Dean Yandel stays on, drawn 10, which would probably, well, it's not ideal, it's not so bad around Flemington. Just hope it's a run-on day, bit of give in the ground, and we'll get to see Silver Stratum at another level. It's a benchmark 70, but it's a strong 70. He should run well on his last effort. The last race of the day, we've got My Obsession. She's probably been a little bit disappointing, been roundabout without winning. She gets Ben Allen in a benchmark 70, fillies and mares 1600. On weight, she's the second lowest weighted horse, so no excuses there. I think there's 2 horses claiming. She's one of them. She gets him with 53.5. Most horses are carrying 55 or up to 60. So from that point of view, well weighted. Barrier 9, she can slot in there somewhere, midfield or closer. She's got every chance with the lighter weight, but she probably just needs to lift a cog on her previous run. From there, we move to Mornington. We've got Michelle Payne with Sovereign Wealth. Obviously first up with her nephew Sam riding at Colac, probably on face value just a little bit disappointing, but the horse did pull up a little bit jarry. Certainly didn't let down like we'd expect her to in the final couple of 100 metres there. But anyway, Michelle's got her back and actually just applied the tongue tie. She will ride, drawn gate 1. You can't see her not getting a good run from there. Tricky little track Mornington, but Michelle's very keen to get on in this race. So she has definitely trained on, in Michelle's words, and it's a race. I look through it. There's a little bit of form there, but nothing that she probably hasn't raced against strength-wise in Sydney while she was up at Snowden. So all things going well there. Sovereign Wealth should be in and around the money. Also, Tennessee Gold kicks off her prep. She's in a 1200 metre maiden, Daniel Stackhouse barrier 4. A little bit of time getting to the trials. Her stable has certainly been patient and waited till they thought she was right, and her last trial was very good at Terang, and she goes to Mornington to kick off. Like I said, from gate 4 should be up and around the speed, and hopefully finishing off strongly. Tennessee Gold's also been nominated for Geelong if anything in between time happens with Mornington, but all systems go for Mornington at this stage. Just looking a little bit further ahead, obviously no race fields out in full, but Bloodlet's been nominated for a 1700 metre maiden at Geelong as well, and then on the Wednesday we have Tintaglia and Misty Sea both nominated for Sandown. Anyway, that's the wrap. Some nice horses going around. Good luck to everyone with a runner.
Well, that's all we got this week for ATB. It's a very exciting week for us. It's great to have a winner. It's great to celebrate the new year. I want to wish you all a great new year, and big news coming.